What's going on YouTube? This is your boy Goo Era. We are back with another video, man. That sounded so cringe. In today's video, we're gonna react to the top 7 most common phobias. If you don't know what a phobia is, it's a fear of something. The most popular phobia that my girlfriend has is arachnophobia. That means fear of spiders. And I don't know the phobia name for the fear of heights. Well, for your boy, I only have one phobia. I don't know if it's a scientific name for it, but let's just say you in a public bathroom, right? There's a guy, you peeing at the urinal. Bro, your op can catch you at the urinal. Let's just say I do have ops. I don't want ops. I don't have ops. But let's just say if I did in this scenario, right? I'm just peeing at the urinal, just, trying to get a quick leak out. They just catch me leaking, like, you know what I mean? Peeing. So then they just do whatever, like, bro. Worst case scenario, bro, you're fighting with your dingabob out.
What?
If they catch you with that urinal, worst case scenario, you're fighting with your dingabob out.
What the hell are you talking about?
If you are new, please hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications. We're still on the road to hitting 1,000 subscribers. We currently have, December 5th, so that means we have 26 days left to hit that achievement. But enough being said, let's get straight to today's video.
Hi there, Psych2Go fans.
Hello.
A quick thank you from us to you before we start.
Before we start, hold on. I gotta promote the channel, no copyright. This is from Psych2Go. Go check it out if you want. This is my first time ever watching this video. As you can see, search bar, weirdest phobias in the world. And I just wanted, put out a video out before I go to work.
We want to let you know how much we appreciate your continued support and thirst for knowledge. So, let's continue our brave march to learning about psychology.
Let's go. We're learning here. This is a learning video.
You felt fear. It's a dark night and you're watching a horror movie. You scream or jump a little when a scary scene comes up.
Exactly.
Or you're plunging down the big drop on a roller coaster and your palms are sweating while you yell from the thrill. We're not talking about that kind of fear. Sometimes, fears become excessive and irrational to the point where we can't function normally. The intense worry and avoidance caused by these fears can interrupt day-to-day living, causing panic when that fear is encountered. That's when the fear becomes a phobia. Phobias are classified into 3 types: social phobia, agoraphobia, and specific phobias. Specific phobias are further grouped into 5 major categories: environment, situational, animal, blood, injection, injury, and others. A 2017 study found that over 10% of adults in the United States alone struggle with phobias. This makes phobias the most common psychiatric illness among women and second most common among men. Curious if you have a particular phobia? Let's look at the 7 most common phobias.
Why'd the languages change? Like,
1. Arachnophobia.
I'm telling you, arachnophobia
the 8-legged nightmare. Currently, the most common phobia in the world is arachnophobia, which is the fear of spiders. This phobia affects 3.5 to 6.1% of the global population, meaning around 300 to 400 million people are affected each year. Women are twice as likely to have arachnophobia when compared to men. However, 55% of people may harbor some fear of spiders, just not a full phobia. Researchers Oman and Maneka believe that arachnophobia may be rooted in our evolution. Allegedly, our ancestors found their appearance frightening and viewed them as a threat of food and water contamination. 2. Ophidiophobia. Do you hear hissing? Because I hear hissing. Have you seen something out of the corner of your eye that's long and sinuous and froze in fear? Maybe you can't catch your breath and your heart hammers in your chest when a friend shows you their Snake of the World book. If so, you just might have ophidiophobia, the fear of snakes. Ophidiophobia is the second most widespread kind of specific phobia, with around 1/3 of adult humans reporting to be.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Your boy, that might be a phobia, I'm not gonna lie. I just can't stand snakes. It's this one story my grandma told me. She was like, yeah, your mom had a python, a pet python. Hey, my mom was crazy. I couldn't, like, I think it was like a month ago, actually. There was a snake in the locker room at Quick Trip. So my boy Wes is walking around with it on his finger. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not freaking out, you know what I'm saying? But I literally could not touch a snake or have it as a pet. None of that. No, I'm not going.
be suffering from
I
it
couldn't.
globally.
Because they're like, oh, you could just remove its fangs or remove its venom. I don't care. I don't want to see a slithering thing. I don't want to see that. Me personally.
Similar to its siblings, arachnophobia, the fear of snakes is believed to be rooted in the primitive drive to survive, as snakes are typically perceived as a vicious and dangerous creature. Additionally, personal experiences and cultural influences may also play a part, as studies have shown that in places where snakes are less common, more cases of ophidiophobia were reported. It's no wonder snakes often take a starring role in various movie scare scenes and fear-facing reality shows. 3. Acrophobia. Glass elevator? No thanks. I'll stay on the first floor. Affecting more than 6% of people globally, the fear of heights is another common phobia many of us
acrophobia. That's the
have.
fear of heights. Yeah.
This phobia's official
I'm not afraid of heights. I'm not afraid of heights. I'm afraid of falling, but I'm not afraid of heights. I low-key love the views and stuff.
name
I'm the
is
view type of guy.
acrophobia. No, we're not prejudiced against acrobats or other high-flying performance professionals. Intuitively, it makes plenty of sense why we'd learn to be afraid of heights. The research alleges that this phobia may be the result of an evolutionary adaptation, like many things. This adaptation developed to help keep us from falling to our deaths. A little of this can be helpful to prevent us from taking unnecessary risks. However, if it gets out of hand and escalates, it could lead to extreme daily difficulties. You might have a severe aversion to common structures such as bridges, towers, steep staircases, and other perceived high places for fear of triggering a panic attack.
Yeah, that's
So,
kind of an issue. If
take
it's
a
kinda
deep
affecting
breath,
me.
grab a
affecting your
buddy,
daily-
take it one small step at a time,
Daily life.
and let's look at the next phobia. 4. Aerophobia, aka, so how long will it take to get from California to Tokyo by car? Aerophobia refers to the fear
Oh,
of
fear of
flying,
planes?
and it affects around 10 to 40% of American adults. Are you thinking right now, sure, humans don't fly naturally, so fear of flying is understandable? Well, while that's true, aerophobia is actually logically irrational, given that airplane accidents are so rare. Statistics report that traveling by plane is actually much safer than traveling by car. Nonetheless, people with aerophobia avoid flights as much as they can, which can be problematic for work requirements or long-distance relationships. 5. Cynophobia.
What's xenophobia?
Did you say puppies? I think you pronounced demon hound wrong. Puppies, doggos, happy wagging tails.
People have fear of dogs? What? There's a 3.
What?
People have fear of dogs?
I'm scared of dogs.
Alright, so look. I could understand where most people are coming from when they say I have a fear of dogs. See, growing up in Milwaukee, dogs were loose and you had to run from the dogs, obviously. I'm not, like, I wouldn't say I'm scared of dogs necessarily. I'm scared of being bit by one, obviously, but I'm not scared of a dog. Like, I generally love dogs. I grew up around dogs like my whole life. So, and I don't know.
And those soulful
I can't really
eyes
tell
and those
people's
sharp,
psychological
pointy
stuff.
teeth with their scary sheen. Wait, what?
50, I ain't
Let us
gonna
remember
hold
again
you. I'm more scared of a cat than a dog because a cat is, bro,
Phobias
they
are,
will go
by
insane,
definition,
bro. I'm
irrational.
glad I got chill cats.
The fear of dogs, official name cynophobia, may be less common than the fear of snakes and spiders.
Yeah.
However, it can be just as, if not more, debilitating. Just consider how many pets and stray dogs are present in any given neighborhood. That kind of prevalence makes it virtually impossible to avoid them completely. Unfortunately, this means xenophobics experience intense and frequent dread, anxiety, and even panic. Xenophobia could be caused by a traumatic childhood experience, such as being chased or bitten by a dog, that was
Exactly.
never addressed or otherwise fully resolved. Getting proper help and following professional therapy advice could not only make day-to-day life more livable, but allow you to revel in the wonderful world of dogs.
Oh.
6. Trypanophobia. Would it be possible for me to take all my vaccinations in pill form?
Okay.
Next up, we
Fear of
have
needles.
trypanophobia,
This is a common one for
the
sure.
fear of injections. Ever seen the huge, strong sports guy break out into unprovoked tears when it was his turn to get vaccinated at school? or seen the undisputed tough girl pass out when being asked to donate blood, maybe they have trypanophobia. While it's not.
So I got a strap for that. I have a strap for that. Sorry, I keep pausing. I have a strap for that though. So look, I used to be scared of needles. My mom told me to do one thing: look away from the needle while they're injecting it, or try to distract yourself. So like every time I get a shot or flu shot, I would literally go on my phone, pull out TikTok, because TikTok is literally the most distracting thing on earth. So then they're doing their thing, and I'm just over here scrolling through TikTok. Just try your best not to look at the needle. If it's best, just tell the nurse to keep the needle away from you.
Normal
Like,
to be
literally,
afraid
it
of
works.
injections as children, statistics report that the fear persists in approximately 20 to 30% of adults, escalating to become trypanophobia. Trypanophobics stringently avoid medical treatments, hospitals, and doctors. As you can imagine, this is incredibly risky to their health. How bad can it be, you ask? Well, the fear can be so intense that most would faint at the mere sight of a needle. An interesting bit of trivia: trypanophobia is the only kind of specific phobia that is found to run in families. And 7, mysophobia.
Fear of needles can run in families? What?
Bacterial hand
I
gel?
didn't know that.
Check. Gloves? Check. Hazmat suit? Check. Maybe I need a bubble.
What's going on?
Lastly, another common phobia shared by many, and even some well-known celebrities, is mysophobia, better known as the fear of germs. The
Fear
term
of
was first
germs?
coined in 1879 by psychologist William Hammond, who believed that mysophobia was a symptom of OCD. This has since been debunked by the discovery that most people who have mysophobia aren't actually OCD. Mysophobia can manifest as excessive cleaning, compulsive hand washing, and extreme avoidance of bacteria and germs, such as frequent or constant use of gloves, face masks, and other perceived germ-blocking attire.
Okay. There's a lot of people
In
that do this,
extreme
actually,
cases,
now that I think about it.
mysophobia can cause people to become shut-ins, cutting themselves off from the outside world for fear of being contaminated. So, in the end, where do phobias come from? Well, according to the American Psychological Association, phobias typically emerge during childhood or adolescence, persisting into adulthood. Phobias, unfortunately, are usually not solo travelers. It's more likely to have multiple phobias than just a single one. Also, we have seen here that some are more common than others. Do you relate with any of these? Do you know someone who does? This has only shown some of the most common phobias. There are many more, such as fear of storms, fear of dolls, fear of enclosed spaces, among others. A specific phobia is characterized by intense fear and avoidance behaviors that can negatively impact a person's life. Fortunately, though, all phobias are treatable, usually with cognitive behavioral therapy. So, if you're suffering from a phobia yourself, or know someone who is, it's best to seek out a mental health care professional and get the help needed. Thank you for watching. We hope you learned something and gained some insight.
Thank you for providing this
Please help us
informational
continue
video.
our video on providing knowledge by liking, commenting, and subscribing.
I'm liking, bro. I'm liking.
What would you like?
Comment your phobia. Since we're opening it up here, I don't like closed spaces. Like, I'm not saying too close, but like I'm talking like I don't have any room to move. I kind of tend to freak out. I mentioned the urinal story already. I hate, like, I don't know if that's a scientific phobia. I might have to check that out, but I literally I do not like using public bathrooms because of that particular reason. Like, I just always feel like someone's gonna do something while I'm using the bathroom in public. I don't know why. And I think that's all the phobias I have, particular. Oh my gosh. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. Is there anything else I gotta say? Bree, is there anything else I gotta say? Oh, I do have a Christmas tree coming, so that's gonna be coming to the channel as well. You guys are gonna see me put it up and all that good stuff. Hopefully you guys are having a blessed day today. I feel like there's something on the tip of my tongue. Forget it, I'll make sure in the next video. I love you guys. Have a blessed day. Love y'all. Stay blessed. Peace.